talk to you today about some of the lures we're using through the ice fishing video there. We shake spoons. We don't use live bait when we're ice fishing through the ice. We never use live bait through the ice. Once in a while open water, but not through the ice. We use the various different types of spoons. Watson spoons. We got some small beer tabs. We got some Ken hooks. McGaffey spoons. I got too many spoons to show you, and we also use the jig wraps. You'll see the two different colored jig wraps here. Well, three there. One's hooking on. All kinds of different colored jig wraps in different sizes. I think we go the smallest and then one up. We don't go any bigger than that for perch anyway. I'll show you what we do with the jig wraps. This is the one my son caught that big monster yellow perch on in the video. We take the small treble hook it comes with. We take that off and we put. I prefer a red hook. I prefer a little bit bigger treble hook, and we put that back on. It's got a little more swing, a little more hook for the perch to grab onto. And what we do is, you can see. Ouch! You can see here is we take it off and we put the yellow anisette ball, and we just push it down right in the middle of the hook. Okay, and jig wraps are very easy to use. You rip them in the water, you let them pendulum out. You rip them, and then they just pendulum out. They pendulum out, and you start and you shake them like that, and the perch get that hooked on that bead, and boom, they're up. Sometimes you can smack the bottom with them. They're made for hitting the bottom and making a big cloud dust. Get the perch's attention. They turn around, they come back, see what's going on, and when they're on the jig wraps, they're on them. They're off them, but when they're on them, you're going to get a perch as soon as you put it in front of their mouths. They'll come in all kinds of different colors, but I would suggest change the hook that it comes with and put a little bit bigger treble hook on with the anisette balls. Some people use minnow heads on them, but like I said, we don't carry minnows. The spoons are all different shapes and sizes, okay? And what we're doing here is we're trying to get people away from using minnows, drowning minnows through the ice. This is all we use when we go fishing. You got a little box like this, you got yourself a backpack, a couple rods, a light auger, and you can fill up your whole backpack full of perch by the end of the day, and that's pretty much what we do. You don't need minnows and chase minnows, find out who's got minnows, who's don't, the price of minnows, carrying buckets, get there early, none of that crap. Me and all my chums, we all shake spoons, and if you're interested in it, I'm going to show you how, the proper way to shake a spoon. A lot you got to learn on your own, but they work, and when we do well. Now this is a Ken hook. This is particularly my favorite spoon. It's got the brass front, and it has a silver back. What I do is I take the bead off with a lighter, and I put a yellow anisette ball. They smell like black licorice, and I just basically stick that on there. They come in jars. Right there, and this is a fall. It falls slow. It's a slow falling spoon, okay. And when the fish get finicky, what we do is we dead stick them. I'll rip it once, I'll rip it twice, I'll rip it 3 times. You can see it in the video, and then I'll just put that spoon right on the bottom and just wait and wait and wait and just dead stick them like that. Wait and wait. Boom, you pull up. Everybody knows how to fish like that. You got your guster hooks here. You can see you got a big 10mm pink bead on there. You can tell, but see the end here, how it's nice and round. That gives the spoon a little bit more flutter. So this slow falling spoon, it flutters out to the side, flutters out to the side. Okay. As to where you got this guster hook here, it's more of a kite shaped. It kind of darts through the water like that. And when you start ripping them, you'll see how they all work. Sometimes the perch, they want like a bottle cap spoon like this, where it's just fluttering and they're looking up and they're waiting for it to come down and they're looking up and they're watching it and they want a slow falling spoon. Sometimes they want something like this where you're just darting and ripping and getting them going and getting them excited. And I'm telling you, when they're on these beads, they're on them. They come in all kinds of different shapes and sizes. We can tell you, Jeff and I can tell you what websites to buy them, where you can get them cheaper at, and go from there. But if you're interested in it, you can send us an email at Canadian Perch Wizzards. It'll probably be CanadianPerchWizzards@hotmail.com with 2 Z's, and we'll answer any questions that you guys want to throw at us. Maybe not some of our hot spots, but we'll definitely put you on to some fish for sure and help you out. Any questions? Like I said before, this is what you want in a rod when you're fishing spoons. You don't want no 38-pound test, big old lake trout rod. You don't want that. You want an ultralight or light action rod. It's got to be stiff in here for spoons, and then a soft tip. We use 4-pound test. Whatever ice fishing line you want, use 4-pound test. High visibility gold. It's easier to tie, and you can see it better on the ice when the fish get finicky. You can watch the line actually move, and I use that for drop shot and everything. And then what we'll do is I'll tie on a blood knot to 4-pound fluorocarbon line, and then we put our snaps on. Okay? I want to tell you about the proper way to put these snaps on these spoons. You got to buy small snaps, and I'll tell you why you need small snaps and coast lock snaps, the ones that lock in good, because these spoons are $5-6 a piece, but they're going to last you a while, and you're going to catch lots of fish on them. You're not going to have to bother paying for minnows when you ever ice fish again. Now, the open clasp faces towards the hook. So it almost, when you put it on, make sure the clasp that opens up is facing towards the hook. And then, and that's the proper way to put it on. And the reason we use the small ones, because if you got too big of a snap on there, it gets caught on the side of your spoon, and then your spoon's riding like this in the water. And it's not a natural fall or natural movement like it should be. Like I said, all kinds. We use big gusters like this. We use small ones. This is like a thin fin. This little white bead's been really good to us. You rip this hard and it just kind of flutters like this. Real fast flutters down. Rip it hard. It almost looks like when they're on a heavy minnow bite, you're just going to be like this, dropping them on the ice with this spoon, one after the next. Okay, you saw in the video how we just grabbed the spoon because they don't have a lot of barb on there. There is a barb, but not much. You just shake them off. Well, you can actually just slam the perch on the ice a couple times with the tail. If he's a big enough perch, he'll come off and drop the spoon right back in the hole. We use painted spoons. Perch color painted spoons. I think I got one here. That's also a Ken hook. So you got your Ken hooks, your McGaffeys, your Gusters, your Mark Customs. Jig wraps don't matter. There's so many different types of jig wraps on the market now that you just buy the ones that appeal to you. You know, they got the puppet minnows, the regular jig wrap, which is this one here. I think this one's Jeff's. I must have ordered it from him towards the end. I think he ordered these online. I'm not sure what one, but it's a natural looking jig wrap. A lot of the natural colors also work. If you got any questions, you send us some emails and we'll get back to you on these spoons and how to work them, different depths of water. I mean, you're not going to take these spoons and fish 25 feet of water with them. Some people might try it, and it's not going to happen, okay? But you'll definitely fish 16 feet up with these spoons, bigger Guster hooks, any of these spoons. That's about it, I guess, I got for the ice fishing.